So you'll see people, for example, sometimes they'll get into a relationship with somebody, so their financial needs are taken care of. And and what's funny is there are often times where the relationship may not be that great or it doesn't work out very well, but the person will not leave because the transaction they were entering into was, I will be with you and you will take care of me financially. And it's something they didn't even realize. So and if you can recognize that this entire reality is transactional. I'll do this, you do that. And most people don't realize what is the this and the that they're getting themselves into. Hello, beautiful people. This is Dr. Dane. Welcome to this installment of the Tour of Consciousness from lovely Opatija, Croatia, where they park on the water. Oh my God, it's amazing. This is probably where Jesus came, did his thing. Anyway, my name is Robin Hood, and check it out. It's a great hat for running, by the way, when it's cold. And it's cold. It's 44 degrees Fahrenheit. If that were Celsius, that would be hot. But anyway, what is the tool for today? Well, there's something that we have happened on the awareness of lately called transactional reality. And it's a really big topic. In fact, I'm going to be covering it in my next podcast. So make sure to listen to the Possibility Explorer and check it out there. But basically, in short, pretty much every interaction we tend to have with each other is a transaction, meaning I do this to get this. I do this for this reason. And it also ties in with something we've talked about a lot in Access Consciousness, projections and expectations, which lead to separations, judgments, and rejections. So what the heck am I talking about? Well, when you have a projection and expectation that you're going to get something or somebody will do something, if they don't do it, what do? You go into disappointment. You often go into resentment, but basically what you're doing is you're going into judgment, and then you're going into separation from them and from you. And this is based on this idea of a transactional reality where the idea is, I will give you this and you will give me this. Here's the problem with that. Most of what we have as our point of view about what we're going to get, we don't even realize. You know why? Because most of it is actually a secret agenda that we believe that if we acknowledged it would make it not happen. Or if we acknowledge it, we'd be a bad person. So you'll see people, for example, sometimes they'll get into a relationship with somebody, so their financial needs are taken care of. And what's funny is there are often times where the relationship may not be that great or it doesn't work out very well, but the person will not leave because the transaction they were entering into was, I will be with you and you will take care of me financially. And it's something they didn't even realize. So and if you can recognize that this entire reality is transactional. I'll do this, you do that. And most people don't realize what is the this and the that they're getting themselves into. And if you've ever had a situation with a person that didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, what you might ask is, what was the transaction I entered into from my point of view? And what was the transaction we entered into from their point of view? And then you want to ask for, and hopefully POC and POD, all the projections, expectations, separations, judgments, and rejections you have of you, of them, and of the transaction or the situation. And then, if you want to dive a little deeper, ask yourself, what is my secret agenda? Or what is their secret agenda? Actually, you want to ask both. Because when two people have secret agendas that compete, that's a recipe for yuck and stuck and what the fuck. So hopefully this conversation is helpful. I'm trying to make it as quick as possible, even though the view is just stunning. I mean, you could watch this Tour of Consciousness just for the view. You know what I'm saying? Hello, son. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my goodness. But this is also such a vital conversation. I wanted to give you a bit of a primer before we do a deep dive on the podcast. But it's so big. And it's in almost everything with almost everyone. Now, it doesn't have to be, but that's the way we've learned that the world functions. So we just do what everybody around us has always done. And don't even get me started on the idea of money. Like, what transaction do you have to perform in order to get it, for example? Okay, so I gave you some questions, some perspective, hopefully some new possibilities from lovely Opacha, where the classes here have been phenomenal, the people here have been phenomenal, the beauty speaks for itself, and also not just the beauty, not just the physical beauty, but one of the things that I've also learned in going to places like this around the world, because some of them look beautiful and they feel almost dead, like they're choking or not, like shriveling, not thriving, barely surviving. And one of the things that I realized is, in a beautiful place like this, people will observe the physical beauty, but they won't tap into the energy of all of the energies and all of the creatures that are creating it. So they don't get acknowledged, so they don't get received. So they start shriveling, is the best way I can say it energetically. So when I'm in a place like this, I acknowledge a physical beauty, but then I also expand my awareness out to all of the energies, like all the stuff that's actually underneath it and within it and through it that's contributing to it. And I just had a bird come fly and say, hi, hello bird. And, that's kind of what happens when you acknowledge the creatures and acknowledge the consciousness. And that's what I really do, is acknowledge the consciousness of every place. If we just did that, if we just started acknowledging the consciousness of every place we visit, what an amazing contribution it would be. And by the way, I recently did a Facebook Live on my Dr. Dane Here page, facebook.com/Dr. Dane Here, on expanding the zone of consciousness. It's a free ESC session that I did for everybody. Please go there and watch it. So many people have said it contributed to them dynamically. I would love you to have that, love you to have access to that space. Okay, my beautiful friends, I hope this has been a contribution. I will see you soon. And what if you, truly being you, beyond the need for projections and expectations, secret agendas, and the need for transactional reality, are the gift, the change, and the possibility this world requires? You are. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.